Hey everybody, this is Jeff with Gamer Theory. Thought we'd take a look at the Vita a little bit more closely. I've already done an unboxing and we kind of did the once over on the machine, pointed out that the charging port, the headphones are on the bottom, you've got the game cards on the top, and talked a little bit about the memory slots also down there on the bottom, and kind of the features with the touch panel on the front as well as the rear, the dual analog sticks, the buttons, and what have you. So let's take a look at the software side of things, the OS running it, and kind of some of the stuff that pops up as you use this. So right now the screen's just off, so that this kind of has a cool little pull to unlock screen. So you unlock it and it boots up to, I guess would be considered the home screen. You can do more elaborate backgrounds. I just have a black one for right now. But your home screens, you can scroll up and down through them. Games that you have, like for example there's a PSP game, Lunar Silver Star Harmony. Great game, by the way. They appear as bubbles, and games that you have played that aren't necessarily in the Vita show up as bubbles as well. For example, this Luminous right here. I can still open they call it the live area. I've played it, even though the game card's not in there. If you want to close something that you've opened, you swipe it down. You can have more than one application or program running at a time, and you can swipe left and right between them. So this is the live area for Hot Shots Golf. I've just recently been playing that. It's kept active. These live areas are pretty cool. You can tap the little center image there to continue where you were when you exited back to the home screen. You can click to the PlayStation Store for that game. There's the Daily International Tourney, or you can go to the official website through the browser. So it gives you a few options of things you can do. I'm going to go ahead and close this. So it's closed. The only two things I have open now are my downloads and home. And you can see these icons up top. The blue is illuminated, I'm on it. The home's illuminated, I'm there. This top right corner, there's a little bubble, that's your notifications. If I tap that, it'll show me that Lunar Silver Star Harmony has been added to the home screen. I got a trophy while I was playing a few minutes ago, and so friend requests, such. So that's the notifications. If you want to customize any of the screens, you just hold down, and then from there you can change backgrounds. So change the background. If I want to move a bubble around, I hold down on the bubble. I can shift them around. So if you want to have a screen that's applications, and then you want to have a screen that's all games, you can go ahead and do that. I haven't really done much with my screens yet. And one thing that's kind of cool is I set this wallpaper there. Well, you can have distinct wallpapers by screen. So I changed the wallpaper to that blue one, but it's still black on the second screen, and this third one I hadn't set black because it was a new screen I just got into. So one thing that's kind of interesting here is just how well everything flows from one thing to the next. As I mentioned, you can have multiple applications at the same time, and you can always jump out to the home screen. Let me open the trophies. So if we're in the application itself, you can jump out to the home screen simply by pressing the PlayStation button. So if I wanted to go ahead and tap it, it suspends the program, and I can swipe between my different open programs, or like I said, I can close a program. So pretty cool stuff. If you press the PlayStation button again, it kind of does a cascade of the different programs that are open, and you can scroll through them. Very similar, I guess, to the cover flow system for selecting music in an iPod or iPhone. But let's go back out to the home. I'm going to show you one thing that's kind of interesting that I don't know if a lot of people are aware of. When you play a game for the first time, I'll go ahead and open. Oh, I have the game in the case. I don't know if this is something that's going to happen with every game, or if it's just some games, but I'm going to show you what happens when I play a game I haven't played yet. I haven't yet to play Wipeout on this, so every other game I've played so far, it has happened. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Hot Shots and put Wipeout in, it installs the game. Now, I'm not sure exactly what's being installed. It's obviously not copying the entire game down to the memory card or anything, but it is creating a bubble for it. So that's down on that third page, and then you tap it to launch it. I'm not going to launch it now because we're kind of looking at some of the OS level stuff here. So if you want to take a look at the PlayStation Store, kind of how it works, tap that. There's the live area that pops up. You can start it, or there's shortcuts to kind of some featured stuff. Let's go ahead and start it. And one thing I've noticed is that the PlayStation Store is a bit snappier on the Vita than it is on the PlayStation 3. And kind of getting hammered tonight in the store, so there's been a few little errors here and there. But when it's running smoothly, I've definitely seen faster download speeds, quicker navigation. It may not comply with this right now, simply because I'm trying to show it on video, but it's a little understandable since a lot of Vitas are kind of hitting the store right now. So it's familiar. If you're familiar with the PlayStation Store, you kind of know how things are laid out. You can go to Game, Video, or Search. Down here in the bottom right, there's a quick little thing if you want to redeem codes, see your download list and such. So you can filter by Vita games, PSP games, minis, apps, media, or go by genre. So if you want to see what PSP games are available, tap that. And what it does is it only is going to show me games that I can download straight to the Vita. There are games that are compatible that for some reason or other you can't download at the store right now. They're there, but people on message boards have been saying if you download them to your PlayStation 3 and then transfer them to your Vita, that works. So you can, if you've been, like I said, if you've used the PlayStation Store, you know how this all kind of works. But pretty simple. If you want to buy something, basically tap it and start going through the checkout process. Pretty straightforward stuff. Like I said, you can press the PlayStation button to drop back out to the live area. Press it again to go to the little applications browser. So if I wanted to go back to the trophies that I opened up, there, it'll unsuspend it and make it the active application again. So again, bottom, there's always kind of these notification option bubbles that are there, and they differ for each program, but go back out to the home. So there's obviously plenty more to go into, but I'll kind of refrain from showing specific applications such as Near or the photo app, and I'll save those for some other videos. But overall, the OS is really nice and responsive. I think it's quite intuitive. It's easy to navigate. It's kind of strange you can't use the sticks or the D-pad for anything, or the buttons, but it's all touch based, and then that's fine. It is the most easy way to kind of get around things, but it would be preferable if you could use the D-pad if you were so inclined, as I know some people only like to touch the touchscreen if they have to, just fingerprint considerations or whatever. But I've had several applications open at one time. It doesn't slow down, it doesn't bog down. It's great, and I'm pretty impressed overall with the PlayStation Vita's OS. And yes, there was an update. First day it was available, but it was nothing like the updates that we're used to seeing with the PlayStation 3 that sometimes take a half hour to 45 minutes to update. The update itself took a couple minutes. The system restarted and I was good to go. So I'll have more videos about the Vita coming up soon. I already have some up showing some gameplay, so take a look at those, and if there's anything specific you want to see, leave some comments and I'll make sure to point it out. Again, the official launch is February 22nd, so a week from today, and for anybody thinking about picking one up, I think it's a pretty cool handheld and I think you'll enjoy it.